Welcome to Wanderwell Living. We are back with Peet Montzingo at Vidcon. We're live. How's it going, man?
Hi, good. How are you?
Very good, very good. So we're at Vidcon. What is the thing you've been looking forward to the most coming here?
I've been looking forward mostly probably just to meet a lot of the people who've seen my videos and stuff, and just to hang out with people like you, like friends that I've had that I only see at events that I actually really care about. So I think between the two, I always feel like VidCon's always like a summer retreat.
Yeah.
Or like a camp. So it kind of makes me feel like I'm a teenager too again.
I love your content. I feel like the way your content resonates is because you have this authenticity about you. And where does that come from? Where were you bold enough to put yourself out on the internet as authentic as you are?
It took me a long time to figure out how to be authentic. We met a long time ago, and at that point, I didn't even know who I was, and I thought I was being authentic, but everything I was putting out online, no one cared. And now looking back, I'm like, oh, it's because that wasn't me. I had a character or a face or a mask. And so as soon as I realized that, I guess who I am, I just ran with it, and I'm like, see what happens. And that's kind of when I started finding success.
Yeah, and that was the key.
Yeah, I guess so.
What I do love is that it's a family affair with you. You make content with your entire family. Everybody loves them. How is it being at VidCon with your family, and how is it incorporating them into your content?
That's an interesting question, because I try and involve my family in a lot of what I do, because I care about the inclusivity with dwarfism and all of that, because of course it's a passion for me. But I also try and do other avenues paranormal or conspiracies or mental health, ADHD. So I don't know. I'm just trying to have a fun time with them here, and I'm glad that they were able to come and hang out and get to meet people as well, because I don't know. This is just it's fun.
Yeah, and I think what you've done is you built just an amazing community.
Yeah.
And what is, I guess, the most effective strategy you've used to build a community?
I guess the most effective strategy would be, I don't even know. I feel like I'm still trial and error, but I feel like that's actually the answer, trial and error, you know? It took me a long time to figure out what works. And I think once you realize what it is that makes you you, that sounds so cliche. Once you realize, no, but it's true. Once you realize how your perspective of life is and how it's different from everyone else's, and then you learn that as a strength, not a weakness, and you don't be insecure about it and run with it, then that's when you really, I don't know, that was my strategy.
And it sounds to me like the most important part was that you never stopped. You just kept going to find what was going to work. What do you say to that person that's it's not necessarily working the way they want it to? How do you get them to continue and not give up?
Find that motivation. That's, you're right, that is number one. It's just persistence. Some people, it takes them a couple years. Some people it takes a couple days. Some people are one day, but for me it took a long time, and that's okay. You just have to know that if you want it bad enough, it'll happen. You just have to put in more work than maybe more people.
But when it works, it works.
Exactly, and then it's worth it. Exactly, and it's worth it.
I'm so excited for your next 10 years. I've known this guy for such a long time. Just watched him grow. It's amazing.
Yes.
Thank you so much for doing this interview. We really appreciate you.
And I'm proud of you too.
Do you have any words out there to people that want to become content creators or struggling with it? How do they start? How do they begin?
You just have to get out of the mindset of, oh, what are people going to think? What are your high school peers or your friends, your family? Don't think about it. Don't even process. Just go. You can always delete the video if it's that cringy. People will forget. It's fine. I have so many out there that are on private now. It's okay. Allow yourself to fail.
I love that. Allow yourself to fail. Thank you guys. You were listening to Wanderwell Living. Follow Peet Montzingo, the whole family. Everyone's great.
Thank you. That was fun.
Awesome.